So I decided that I am going to start with law of attractions and manifestation readings on a collective scale. As we all know that there's a fine line in the universal law, and I hope that these small readings will help us navigate through these ways of communicating with the universe so that it allows the universe to give us what we need. And a lot of it does have to do with healing. The more healed we are, the more susceptible and open we are to receive more. It's like releasing things to make room for what the universe truly wants to give us in the end. Okay, so hopefully these small little collective law of attraction readings can help us guide us through our day-to-day life and help us look back in the past and see parts of ourselves that needs healing, to understand where we're at today so we can move wonderfully forward into the future with what the universe wants to give us. Okay, but the universe also don't have yes no answers. If you're still not fully convinced on the inside, then the universe picks up on that first. You could be saying, I want this, I need this, I deserve this, I'm waiting for this. And the universe can still take that as you don't really want it. You want more of the same because you have not fully released it in order to bring in what they're truly trying to offer you. All right. So, the very first law of attraction manifestation reading that I got for you guys through Spirit to help me at least do some of these with you guys, okay? It'll be the art of allowing and not carrying the load of others any longer. Finally releasing and recovering and healing to the point that you understand that other people's baggage is not yours, even if it's deflected onto you. And not only is that an art of allowing to release and let go and heal other people's burdens that maybe they deflect on you and you think, well, what's wrong with me? It's not you, that's their stuff, and you got to put it where it belongs, okay? But it's not only the art of knowing how to do that, but it's also the art of respecting people where they are at. Right or wrong, it is all good because it's all a part of the universal plan. And it's everybody's own personal journey to learn and evolve as they are. So we have to appreciate even those that has hurt us and harmed us and everything like that, because that is a part of their path, or their inability to understand that if they heal certain things, then maybe they won't project it out in the world and they won't receive it more. And we have to respect them in their place of that as well. And that actually helps us with not carrying their load or their projections on us anymore, is the fact that we can appreciate where they're at, right or wrong, as it being all a part of the good, the bad, and the ugly. And it's all good in the end because everybody has a life journey, a life lesson, and it is up to them, not us, to see it. Okay, as long as we start seeing ours and we can allow ourselves to get to that point, then we're not responsible for anybody else. Okay, so let's get into this on that note. So I am learning to allow well-being in. Okay, because if we're carrying other people's stuff, or we're taking it as our own, or we're getting insulted, or we're being hurt because they're putting stuff on us, we're not allowing well-being because we're too focused on that. So we allow them to keep their stuff, and if they deflect it on us, well, then you let them do that on their own. Okay? The art of allowing is, I am that which I am, and I am pleased and joyful in me. That's all you need, is to be happy within yourself and bring joy because of who you are. Whether anybody else can see it or not, that's not your business. And you are that which you are. Seeing and accepting people for who and where they are on their own journey. And while you are different from me and that which I am, I can allow that. It's okay. It's okay for them not to get you. It's okay for them not to understand. It's okay for them to be angry. It's okay for them to be bitter. That's a part of who they are, and that's their journey. But You can't allow them to put that on you and feel that pressure. You have to be happy with who you are and the differences in how you see the universe, how you see the world that in which we live, because we're all different. And not everybody gets it, and not everybody's meant to get it. I can allow that, for it is also good. Where there's dark, there's light, the yin, the yang. Okay? Destiny. Everybody is after destiny and trying to figure out what their path is. They're looking for their yings and their yangs, and they're just looking for the things that complement them, but they want it so bad, or they're holding on to all these past traumas and hurts and burdens that others has put on them, that when they do start trying to find their destiny or that partner or those friends or your soul connections, they come in with all of these expectations and hurts, and therefore they're looking for that to happen again. But it is our destiny as humans to allow others, good or bad, to be who they are so we can be who we are. And some will fall off and new will begin. But either way, you'll meet your soul tribe by being yourself and not worrying about what others have to say or taking it as a personal attack. Okay? Or trying to help somebody because their burdens are just so much. You know, we can't own those. And so, like I said, it all comes from our confidence, our self-worth, and our value. And if you're happy with who you are and what you do on a day-to-day, you can go to sleep at night knowing you are good no matter who thinks you're not, no matter who's jealous, no matter who's envious, no matter who's trying to put your name out there. It don't matter. It don't even matter if they truly believe those things about you. As long as you know the difference, that's all that counts. And then the true healing and the true recovery of everything starts to happen. And then you heal and you got hope and you have faith in the future, okay? Becoming more healthy within yourself. Loving who you are, understanding your value, your self-worth, whether anybody else does or not. So I find that you're ready to lay down the burdens, or you need to lay down the burdens. It's a heavy load that others put on you that allow you to still feel trapped and not know which way to go. And that's happening because you're either worried about what somebody else is thinking or feeling, or you're trying to change what they're feeling or thinking. It's not up to you. You'll just continue to feel, I keep putting the wrong card up. You'll just continue to feel trapped because you're carrying the burdens and the loads of others that are not yours to carry. Those are their opinions and the way that they see the world because of their own damages. Okay? Once we understand our own damages and our own... Look, we all have weaknesses and we all have strengths. When we can look at our weaknesses and know and glorify in them as well as our strengths, then we are unstoppable. And for anybody to disrespect our weaknesses or be jealous of our strengths, well, that's their burdens and that's their traumas to heal. We only need to focus on the ones that are inside of us. And when we start vibrating at higher levels, not everybody is going to match that. But it is a good way of weeding out who is meant to be in our lives and who is not. And it is not our job to fix anybody or fulfill things that are missing in their life. Because that's when we find it becomes heavy. That's when we become trapped. Because what are we going to do with these people? They're going to feel and think and say whatever they want because that's how they see it. So you're going to let them be. Because there's nothing more you can do or put into the situation that's going to fix them, except for accepting them for who they are, where they're at, and what their abilities are. That does not mean that that your abilities can't grow or who you are and what you're evolving into should stop because somebody else can't grow or can't see it. You just respect where they're at. Doesn't mean you got to take them with you. It doesn't mean you got to let them damper your light. No. Or your well-being, because now you're going to just start focusing on things that are good for you and allow them to go figure out their own stuff. As hard as that may be sometimes to watch, it is a necessity. Okay, so you can look at situations that you put a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of love, a lot of emotions into as something that's probably not going to grow any further, or it's also not your responsibility to make it grow any further. Some people reach their limits of growth and that's it. But we still have to respect that as a part of the universal journey that we are all on. Not everybody is meant to evolve. But again, we have to evolve inside so much to heal and allow others to be good, bad, make bad choices, treat us poorly. But when we see it, we have to know our own self-worth and value to say, yeah, that's not on me, that's on you. I'm sorry you feel that way, but I don't need to own that. And that's where this here law of attraction and allowing this art to happen inside yourself. It is healing. It's understanding all your traumas, your hurts, your limitations, your weaknesses, your strengths, and loving every part of that. And also being able to say, okay, we've had a 25-year relationship. You just came down on me for something that obviously has nothing to do with me. That's coming from a place of either jealousy, your own hurt, your own traumas. You mistook it because you're carrying all of this stuff. And now you're upset that I'm no longer carrying stuff. Well, then I have to let go of that. It's not because I didn't put everything I could in, but I have to understand until they realize, until they see what they need to do, I can't change that. It ain't going to go anywhere past us fighting and arguing and me feeling more trapped and me being heavy loaded with their stuff. I love them enough to let them figure out their own journey without them putting it on me. Do you see what I'm trying to say there, guys? The art of allowing. Okay, so it's a learning process of not carrying any of other people's crap on us. We got enough of our own crap to weed through and heal and learn and understand. We don't need to do it for others. We can love them for where they are and understand and have a compassionate heart. And we can pray that they figure it out. But it's not for us to carry or for us to fix. Okay? So I'm going to read this again. I am learning to allow well-being into my life. The art of allowing is I am that which I am. And I am pleased and joyful in it. I love myself. I think I'm fabulous even with my weaknesses. Do you understand? A lot of people don't like that, but it's okay. I pray that they figure it out and get it for themselves. And you are that which you are. And while you are different from me and which I am, I can allow that, for it is all good. Even if they never evolve past that, it is their journey. It is their path. And for that, we can find goodness in that as well. So love people for their limitations and their abilities without allowing that to penetrate you. Even if that means you need to emotionally walk away from something you put a lot of time and effort into because it can't grow any further. There's nothing you can do to fix the situation. It belongs to them. All you're responsible for is your own self. And though it may hurt a little bit, by coming to that place of understanding of their limitations and their abilities, it now no longer becomes, what did I do? What can I do? Why are you saying these things to me? Why? it gets rid of that, because the reason is that's how they see it. That's their limits, that's their ability, and it is our job to allow them to learn how to grow without allowing them to come into our own well-being. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this reading.